So what we're looking at here is AUXITO jump starter with an air compressor. Oh, I like that. That's very cool. One of those, in most situations, a reusable case is not something that you ever use again. Like as soon as you pull the thing out, you never use the case. This, on the other hand, is a case where it absolutely would be kept and used, because this is an item you don't use all the time. You just need it when you need it. And yes, packaging it in the bag was fine, because this is a very rigid, hard shell case. Very durable. You know, you could throw your spare tire and jack in there and it would be fine. It's very durable. So inside the package, we have our user manual with a scanny thing. Be sure and scan that. We'll put that over there for later. Yeah, right. We have the big kahuna here. This is the device that does all the tricks. And we got some buttons there. Do up to 120 PSI. Apparently it also, oh, what's that? Okay, never mind. It also has, yes, it has an output USB, so you can use this as a bank to charge a device. Also has a flashlight, it looks like. Is that the button? Probably is, but it might, oh, let's turn it on. Okay, yes, it was charged, and we get that 90. Now let's press that button. Oh, that turns on the light. That's cool and pretty bright. We'll have to test that at nighttime. Awesome. Oh, and it flashes. Okay. But it flashes red. Is that showing up as red? Holy crap, that's showing up as white on the thing, but it's a red light. It's flashing red. See, you see it. Look at that on my hand, right? You see the red, but then when you see it, it's not red. How's that for weird? We'll turn it back off now that we're done playing with the light. Dude, this thing is, well, it's got the plastic. We'll peel that in a minute. That is nice. All right, so in the bag, I'm liking everything about this. On the back of this part, there is a light, a status light, which tells you the status of the system whenever you're doing a boost. It has reverse polarity protection, so if you reverse it, it'll give you a red light and beep and it won't work, which is a good thing. It also lets you know if the battery's low or if you have something disconnected. And keep in mind that you have 30 seconds from the time you hook this up to your battery that you have to start the car. If it takes more than 30 seconds, you'll have to reset that system. Good, strong springs. I like that. And the cable has that nice soft rubbery feel, not that hard plasticky feel that just feels gross. It's got those nice rubbery, flexible, noodly cables. And I like the fact that someone is so smart when they designed that. They designed the cables to hang at different lengths, because this way, if it's hanging and a person is not being smart, the connectors just naturally don't connect. That is, they see, I love good design ideas. When people are designing things in an intelligent way, they do things that way. So in here, we have our charging cable, which this cable serves as a charging cable for the device, but can also be reversed and used to charge a smartphone or anything with a Type-C connection. So it's pretty handy, although it's only about a foot long, so keep that in mind. And we have little dudes for the air compressor to be able to air up balls and other devices, inflatable dolls and whatnot. And this is our the thing for the for the tire, attaches to the thing. Oh, I like the way that feels too. It's just none of this feels crappy. It all feels really good. That doesn't feel flimsy and floppy. It feels clicky and solid, you know? I'm impressed with that. It's a good product. So this guy here, it gives you the statuses for different elements, different things. I'll get close here. You guys can possibly read this. I cannot read it. I'm too blind. But it gives you different statuses to tell you what's going on with the device depending on the situation. So here's the thing that I want to know. First of all, I want to know how to make this function. You guys are going to get a kick out of my crazy idea. Okay, so there's a little car, right? Yep, that right there, probably the thing that kills her. But so we plug this into here, okay? All right, that goes there, right? Let's see if we can get this on camera instead of off camera. So that plugs into the side. Now we're assuming we're going to start a car, right? That's what we're doing here. We know that plugs in there because it's shaped like that plug, right? And we turn the power on. And it says 90. So the question is now, what do you do to start the car? I don't know what that's for. M. Okay, that is for tire pressures, it looks like. 35, 45. Okay, that makes sense. 8, 36. And of course, you can probably adjust the tire pressures with that. But that's not what we want to do. We want to start a car. So now it's saying 0. And those are, yeah, you can adjust your tire pressures. Okay. And we know that turns on the light. Whoa. And that starts the compressor. So we're still trying to figure out how to start a car, right? So, yeah, that scared the freaking crap out of me. So the question is, do we start the car just by hooking this up? Is that how we do it? We need to find this out. We need to know this. See, I want to pull this out and just try to use it. And okay, now it went off. Okay, that's interesting. Now these are presets for the tire pressure system. You can also set it manually to any pressure you want, and the device will pump up the tire until it reaches the set pressure and then turn itself off. That's quite handy. The menu, though, is kind of confusing. All right, so we're going to check the voltage. Let's set that on 12 volts. We got this thing plugged in. Turn that on. Okay. And then we're going to test and see if there's voltage on these deals. There is. So these suckers are hot. We got 15.23 volts. That should definitely boost off a car. All right. So we know that this is hot all the time, at least when it's turned on. So it's went off when it's on. Let's test it again and see if it's hot when it's off. It is. Though there is a 12-volt signal coming to those leads, that system that plugs into the device has a reverse protection. It also has short circuit protection. If we were to short those wires together, it would turn off the power. It just has a signal going so that it can test the battery and make sure it's connected to a battery before it starts. Okay, there is a smartness going on in here. It's got a green. The flashing green light means it's ready to connect to your car. A solid green light means you have a good connection, A very fast flashing green light means the car is started, you need to disconnect it. And a red light means you've either reversed polarity or a dead battery on the chart on the starter or some other problem and you need to reset the system. Yeah, so here's the thing. I can figure this out, right? I can put this to work and I can make it do its thing. I've been messing around with cars and batteries and electrical systems my whole life. But I'm most likely not going to be the one that's using this. So along with the manual having these procedures, the box does too. Now when my wife comes out, I'm not going to give her the instructions or the box. So we want to see how well she does without any of those instructions. And then after a little bit, I will give her the instructions so she can proceed with them and get on with the program.
You're somewhere in your car battery is dead.
Okay.
It won't start. You've got that thing in your glove box.
Where the hell's my battery? Oh, okay, okay. Well, this is weird. I don't think I've ever opened my hood, guys, okay? Gary's my mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is... Oh, there we go. Does that come off? Okay. Okay, I got a battery. Okay, hi.
Okay. Oh. All right, so continue.
Continue? I don't know what I'm continuing.
Let's go. Let's look at this battery first.
Okay.
Let's look at the battery.
It looks like a new battery.
It is, 'cause
Except
I put it
Oh, okay.
okay. You know what a positive and negative is, right?
Positive is red. Negative is black.
Yep.
Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay.
So the positive is red, but not always. So what if both cables are black? What do you look for then?
Well, I don't know. You always did this.
What symbol is positive?
Oh, right there.
You see a positive there?
Yes. Is that what you're talking
You
about?
also see a positive right here, right?
No. Oh, I see that now. Oh, I also see it over here.
There you go.
Okay. That's not. All right. So we need to. That's the air compressor. Oh, that's pretty easy. Oh, sorry. All right. This is the air compressor, but it's got the positive and negative. Huh, that's kind of overheat. Overheat? That isn't no in there. Okay. Well, I don't know. So I know these cables go like that. I'm not sure where this is going, so that's what I'm looking for. I don't think it goes on the battery. Or maybe it does. No, that.
The instructions are here, but they're also on the box.
Okay.
And it's easier to see on the box.
Game console. Okay, wow. With air compressor.
The information you need is definitely there.
So, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Connect the red clamp to the positive pole and the black clamp to the negative pole of the car battery.
Yes. Yeah, they're strong. All right.
After successful startup, pull the plug of the jumper cable from the product and remove the clamps from the positive. Okay, so this.
Yep. Hold on to it, it'll go flying.
Is there a?
There you go. So, what? Don't drop the thing.
No, it. Okay, and this. Okay.
That's it.
Oh.
You're ready to go.
Okay.
So, what do you think about this thing so far? It would have started your car.
Cool. It's cool. Yeah. I mean.
Here's some more stuff.
Yeah. No. What?
I'll show you. It has more buttons.
Well, I know that's what I was confused
Yeah, you didn't need to use any of these buttons to do that part. But if you push this button and hold it down for a second, it turns it on.
Okay.
And then if you push that button, it turns on a light.
Holy crap.
It turns on a light. You push it again and it does a flashy light. You do it again, it does a red light. And over here on the side, that output.
That's to charge like your cell phone or can you do your computer as well?
You can charge anything that can be
like
it's for power.
Laptop or
okay. Cell phone or gaming console.
Plug it into my tire. I'm gonna have to push.
Right now, she's trying to figure out how to do the inflation process.
It says cars are usually directly connected by air pipe when inflating the air bed and swimming ring. Please select a suitable air nozzle. When inflating basketball, footballs, and other balls, you need to use an air needle.
It doesn't really give you any good
no, it doesn't.
Instruction on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So here's the basics. All right, first of all, we turn it on.
Right.
And that's the percentage of battery it has.
Okay.
And then you press this M button.
Okay.
And this is your PSI, that 36.
Okay.
And you can change, that's 35.
Oh.
45.
The air pressure in the tire.
That's how much it's going to inflate to. Okay. So if we have it set to 35, now.
So now it's set for me to stick it on there?
Yeah, stick it on your. All right, so what were your thoughts on this thing?
My thoughts. is
Positive.
are
What's the good things?
I'm very impressed with the air compressor. I like the air. They were all. I mean, it's an amazing product. Air compressor is great. The battery was great.
The jump starter.
The jump starter. Little difficult finding where to plug it in to the square thingy. Compressor? Is that a compressor? Okay.
The device.
Device. Okay.
It's kind
So
of
it was a little. It took a little bit to find that you have to plug it in there.
This thing.
Yes.
It's a yellow,
Well,
but it's not really
no, it's not
obvious that this opens up. So
I had to really.
you found it pretty quick, actually. I figured it would take you longer.
Another, I guess, I don't know if it's negative or positive, but on this part, this was confusing. The positive and the negative, because I kept thinking it was for the battery.
No.
Which it's not. I know this.
That's actually to adjust and put in your own exact air pressure that you want.
Right, exactly. It's for the tires, but
Yes.
it confused me on that part.
Yeah.
So that was a little iffy.
You remember how to turn the flashlight on?
Flashlight, yes.
I showed you. See if you can remember how to do
Okay, well, I got to turn it on first.
it. Yeah.
Okay, and then flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
And you press it again.
And then press it again. It does that.
It does different lights.
And then that.
Yeah.
And then that.
And that turns it off.
Yes.
Do you remember how to turn the air compressor on?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. You can do it without the thing plugged in.
So, push the M,
Uh-huh.
and then I can push it again to change it to 35,
Right.
and then
Push
press that.
Yeah. There you go. And do you remember how to use it to boost off a car? To jumpstart your car.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay. So
You
first
plug- you
thing,
plug the thing in.
yeah. Hush. Okay. First thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
You open this thing
And you plug the cord
and
in.
you plug the cord in, and
Okay.
I don't, plug the cord in,
Yeah. Hook it
and-
up to your battery.
and then the red cable goes on the positive,
Mm-hmm.
black cable goes on the negative.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start your car.
Mm-hmm. And you unhook it.
I'm missing a step. You got to turn this on. No. Okay. So you start the car, and you have 30 seconds to.
Start the car.
Oh, after I plug it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
After I hook up everything. Okay. Knew there was. Okay.
You didn't
You
actually do this, so.
You have 30 seconds to start your car, and then unplug it.
Right.
You don't
Start.
have to wait a certain
Right.
amount of time after
No.
you start it. It's just like, poof.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It just it stays ready to work for 30
This
seconds.
kind of got a little weight to it.
Yeah, it's got a big old battery inside.
Okay.
So here's my
This is a
thoughts.
really cool case.
Yeah, it has a really nice case. Here's my thoughts on it, from my perspective. First of all, I managed to fill up all 4 tires with the charge that was on it, which was about 90%. And it's still, after filling up all 4 tires, it's still at 39%. So that's pretty impressive. The mechanics of it are great. The charger, the boosting pack functionality, I've already talked about the fact that these cables are different lengths. And that being different lengths, it prevents these two from accidentally coming into contact with each other and, shorting out, right? And that's good because she didn't even know, but it was protecting her from that happening all the time. I like the boosting functionality, and I like the power and the presets for the air compressor.
What I don't like is this interface. It looks simple, but to start the air compressor, you push M. Why M? And then you have to go back and push the power button to make it actually start compressing. It's kind of confusing. There's no real, you got to poke buttons until the thing does what you want it to do. And she had trouble with it. The instructions do not explain how to use the air compressor functionality. It shows you how to screw it on there, but it does not explain how to use the menu to make it actually work.
Yeah.
And she would have been stuck on that had I not been there to sort that out. And I was stuck on it for a few minutes. It took me a minute to figure it out. So what would I do to improve this product? Well, number one, I would label this differently. This M, I might make that say COMP or air or something like that. But as far as how this product works, the product is great. If you figure out how to use it, if you can figure out how to use it, it will do the job 100%.